And how his eyes doing?
I just know that he got poked in it. He was having trouble seeing. You know, obviously, take a little trauma to the eye. It takes a little bit of time to sort of get your clear vision back. But other than that, no update.
When he went out, you guys were down 3, and kind of later in that third quarter, there were a couple big defensive rebounds from LeBron, and just, you know, as an example of the things he did, it seemed like kind of step up. What did you see from him and the rest of the team to find a way after that?
LeBron took control of the game, and not just with scoring the basketball, defensively, with his rebounding, his playmaking. Really, you're in that situation and AD goes out and it requires more from everyone else. And Jackson stepped up to that moment, played both ends of the court, and gave us a few extra possessions. His energy, I thought, really uplifted the group. But, you know, the bench itself tonight, you think about, we were flat in the first half. D'Lo gave us a lift. We executed another 3 for 2 at the end of the first half to sort of get some momentum. And then Gabe, Dalton, Jackson off the bench in the second half were great.
JJ, in this setting over the past 20 years, it's been a pretty common question to LeBron opposing coaches, like, what's the harder version of him to stop, the scorer or the distributor? Now that you're coaching him, did you have an opinion of that as a player? And now that you're coaching him, do you have a preference?
His score.
JJ, I know we've talked a little bit about causation versus correlation and whatnot, but with Austin, we've seen this sort of explosion offensively the last couple of games with Cam in the starting lineup and him taking those primary perimeter assignments. What have you seen from him these last couple of games with the new starting lineup, and what has that allowed him to do offensively?
Well, first of all, his level of compete on the defensive end has been better for both these games. And it's not like he's taking the night off. He's still got to guard the other team's second best perimeter guy. And I just think it starts with that. That's his mindset, is to compete. It's something that I thought, you know, I think he talked about it with you guys after Friday's game. It's something we talked about. It's just like there was a few stretches of games on that road trip where it just wasn't there. That as a coach, that's surprising, because it's something that I sort of trust night to night with our group, is that Austin's going to go out there and he's going to compete. The first half tonight was just a weird sort of game. We couldn't really get into our offense. A lot of that was Davion Mitchell. Just, you know, at times we were having to bring the ball up with AD. And so we really were kind of stagnant and didn't have a lot of thrusts in the half court. And that affected, I think, Austin on the offensive end. And then he had 2 stretches there in the second half, one to start and then one sort of to finish, that flurry to finish, where we were getting the matchups we wanted. The ball was moving. And obviously, LeBron was drawing a lot of bodies, and AR was able to take advantage of that.
All right, let's get to the highlights. Lakers continue their 3-game homestand against the Raptors.